Hi there, this is Devil Warrior. In this video I'll be showing the Game of Thrones Eaglemoss model, the White Walker. So this is issue number 15 and it's based off Season 2 Episode 10. It's probably one of the first models that you could get a few of, considering the White Walkers practically look the same in the show, with the exception of the Night Kings, and they have like small variances in appearance. But yeah, if you wanted to, you could probably make like a little army of these by just buying a few of them and setting them up next to each other, which is quite cool. I will straight away say that I'm impressed with the overall model. They've created a lot of detail on it and everything, and it looks great. One small complaint is that the hair color is the exact same as the skin color, or whatever you would, if you can even call this skin. I guess it is their skin. It's very weird looking and everything, as the White Walkers are. But yeah, my hair has the hair color. I feel like they could have made it more white. I feel like the skin is white forward slash kind of like light bluey, and it would have been nice to have a better contrast, or a bit more of a contrast rather, by having the hair more white and the body looking a little bit more blue than it actually does. Just because they're painted the exact same colour, so there's no real way to differentiate between the two. And I feel that in the show they do, as you can see even on the magazine here at the front, there's definitely much more of a contrast between the hair and the skin than there is here. The only other complaint I had was that the hair on my White Walker, let me just get focus on this. It's got like little dashes of yellow paint on it, and I'm wondering if this is just an issue of mine or if it's the same for everyone. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not. I don't think it would be because it's a little bit weird to have yellow on the hair, but that's the only other complaint I have. Other than that though, the actual model itself like has a lot of detail. It's great to look at. Considering it's so small and intricate, like it looks really cool. As you can see, he's only wearing his basic armor, as it's based on Season 2 Episode 10, which is when you see the White Walkers earlier in the show when they have less armor on. He's only got like a little bit of a leather skirt on here, or you could call it a leather skirt, just like it's literally leather strips forming a skirt. And he's got some van braces on here, also some leather greaves on here, and he's wielding his big spear. So let's take a close look at the face and then let's go into it. So, okay, you probably can't see because of the lighting. If I lift this up, you might be able to see the eyes. Yeah, you see them a little bit better there. So the eyes are like a definite blue, so that's really cool. And the arms here are cool. It's got some good detail going on here. Let's look at him right from the front. Let's go a bit further down. As you can see, he's just got his feet. And the feet, again, they've got some decent detail going on. There's a little smudge, but that's not really an issue at all. And here's like a side view of the White Walker. Because, again, it is from the earlier seasons and he's not wearing too much armor, there's not too much to show in terms of his body. Okay, the camera's being a bit weird. There we go. But again, it's a cool figure to have, a model to have rather. It'll be nice when the Night King comes as well. It'll be nice to put him next to the Night King. Also, I was considering, as I mentioned in the start of the video, I was considering maybe getting a few of these, but I'll probably just wait out a little bit to see what happens. And let's take a look at the spear now. So, yeah, again, not too much going on, but it's nice. Like, the whole thing has been painted, the whole model has been painted very nicely, I've got to say. The only one complaint is the hair, and I'm not sure about like the little dash of yellow there. Also, I will say, before I move on to the magazine, this model is very, very tall. Let me bring over Jon Snow since it's kind of thin. And in fact, this Jon Snow model is also based off Season 2 Episode 10. Get that focus there. And yeah, you can see the height difference here. The White Walker is very tall. So that's my computer just turned on. That's going to be a bit loud. Yeah, you can see the White Walker is very tall. In fact, he's actually the same height as the Hound model. If you put them like kind of toe to toe next to each other, they're around about the same height. So yeah, it's a very tall model. I do feel they should bring up Jon Snow's height a little bit more. I've mentioned in the past, but even so, like compared to the other models, this is one of the tallest models, along with like the Hound and Brienne of Tarth, which is quite cool. But yeah, so just want to show you that, and now let's go into the magazine. So, if we open up the magazine, we've got a picture of the White Walker here on the left, and it's telling us what's going to be inside this issue. And on the right here, it says White Walkers. They've got no sigil, obviously, or no affiliation, but the location is beyond the wall, north of the wall. And it's just got a little introductory paragraph here on the White Walker, and it's kind of talking about the detail it's been focusing on. Yeah, so it's talking about its skeletal physique, which is very notable on the model. They've done a really good job of capturing that, I've got to say. And yeah, height 96.5. The Hound is actually 97 millimeters, so only 0.5 millimeters larger than the White Walker, and that's because of the sword. If you put the Hound next to the White Walker, the sword is just a little bit taller than the White Walker's. You know how tall the White Walker's spear is, but in actual height, body-wise, practically the same. So just some information here on the White Walker. And zoom out a little bit more here. That's the whole page. Okay, so moving on. So now it's talking more about the Army of the Dead. Talking about when the Night's Watch kind of fought them here, and when Sam defended Gilly against the White Walker, and he killed it with Dragon Glass, didn't he? I believe he was the first person in the show to kill a White Walker, actually. And over here it's talking about the costume designers. They mostly include in every single one, and a lot of it's really just putting on a lot of makeup, or it seems to be a lot of prosthetics, which is insane. This must take so long. Really got to kind of appreciate the attention to detail they do with the White Walkers. The fact that it's not CGI is quite great. Even though I'm not a hater of CGI, of course, they do a great job with CGI as well. But the fact that they actually take the extra mile to do like full on put prosthetics on someone like that and make him look so realistic, it's just crazy. That's kind of what I love about Game of Thrones. They do take that extra mile. But yeah, again, just the power of Dragon Glass. It's got a little bit of a page on that here. And we go to the top right first. Attack in the Forest. Okay, so this is again talking a bit more about Sam and Gilly over there, and then Dragon Glass Defense. Talking about this little group over here, which is quite cool. Seeing this entire group together in a picture, or next to each other in pictures. And that is this page. And of course, obviously Valerian Steel kills White Walkers as well, which is cool. Dragon Glass and Valerian Steel. I only know of a few weapons right now that we've seen in the show, at least. We've seen Jaime's got a Valerian Steel weapon, so does Brienne. And there's also that Valerian Steel dagger in the show, and there's Jon Snow's sword. They're the only four I can think of right now. There might be a few more, but because I'm just thinking about it like right on the spot, I can't think of all the Valerian Steel weapons that people have. But yes, there are like 4 going around though, which is quite cool. And that is that. Yeah. Well, obviously this is just talking about building the army. But that has been issue 15. Next one's Arya. That's going to be cool. So that'll be the second model for Arya actually, won't it? And yeah, this has been the White Walker. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and see ya.